Rapidash isn't even that good of a Pokemon, although I'll admit it's very pretty. Okay, so from here, I'm pretty sure I have everything. I'm gonna feel pretty stupid if I don't, but let's go over to the next region. So this is going to be the interlude for a while. I'm gonna spend some time in the Hoenn region. Okay, reports of thievery. So their excuse for taking away my Pokemon here is saying, oh, there's thievery on the ship and stuff. So notice over here, I've got no Pokemon at all now. Hello, you must be Valtor III, or Valtor 3. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Welcome to the Hoenn region. So you're here to meet Professor Birch? I live close by. Since you've come such a long way, why not stay a while? I'd be delighted to put you up. Here, I'll show you the way. Now, at first this doesn't sound weird, but all of a sudden you leave this moving truck, and now she thinks she's your mom all of a sudden. Valtor, we're here, honey. It must be tiring riding in the moving truck. How do you like it? This is our new home. So all of a sudden it's like she's adopted me as her kid. I've got a mother, lady. You are not it. Actually, she could be my mother, and, you know, maybe the lady I've been staying with all this time is just some sort of foster care lady. Okay, how do you like your new home? Everything's put away? Pokemon movers are so convenient. So, of course, this is the plot of Emerald right here. Okay, an email. So this thing's an email instead of an access to a potion on a computer. Alright, so it's following the plot, and people have made lots of jokes about this ever since they did this. It's like saying, you know, oh, your dad is Norman, and you actually have two moms. One's the mother, and the other's just some mistress on the side. And then, of course, some people made lesbian jokes about the two moms, but that doesn't work because, you know, your dad's Norman, so, you know. But whatever. Anyway, I'm just going to move the plot right along here. Hello, you are? Oh, we have a daughter about your age. Now, I always thought right at the beginning, whenever I played Emerald and, you know, Ruby was the first game I played here, that there's this love story between these two. But nope, it's always just a friend zone kind of thing. I'm May, I'm glad of meeting with you. I heard about you. I was hoping you'd be nice and we could be friends. Oh, this is silly. I've just met you. So, you know, all the talk points to that, you know, she's blushing and stuff as she's talking to you, you know, like she's already got a crush on you. Because she's not a timid person. May's a very outgoing type of personality. Alright, anyway. Hi, there's scary Pokemon. I want to see what's going on, but go see what's happening for me? So, here's where you rescue Professor Birch, and no, May never becomes a love interest, but I guess if you were a female character here, well, I guess if you were a female character, you'd get Brendan instead. Okay, so Trico, Torchic, or Mudkip, I'm going to pick Torchic. And just like Bulbasaur, I think Torchic is the most useful Pokemon of its region, because you're going to be fighting Team Aqua and Team Magma, and they use a lot of Dark-type Pokemon. So Torchic is going to become a half-fighting type as soon as it becomes Combusken. Now, I know I can't trade it or anything, but let's just see what type it is. Docile has no bonuses behind it. Let's see, attack and special attack aren't that great. Special defense is pretty good. Alright, so it's about an average Torchic, I'd say. You know, not great, not terrible. It's a little bit better of a deal than I got with my Bulbasaur, at least as far as first impression goes. Alright, so I killed that thing off. Phew, I was in the tall grass when I was jumped. Thanks, hi, you're Valtor. Let's go back to the lab and talk. Okay, I heard from your father. Okay. You have something for me? And so the lab parcel. Thanks, I've been waiting for this. So, by the way, oops, okay, fine, go meet May. By the way, you could actually have started the game, and I didn't bring this up earlier, but you could start in the Hoenn region and then later on move over to the Kanto region. And I've never actually tried that, so I might try that at some point. And I might also just try using the female sprite trainer just to see what happens, you know, whether or not I still have May as my rival or Brendan, and I'll bet it's probably going to be Brendan. But anyway, let me think here. What was I doing? Torchic, unlike the last game, you battle your rival only after you've got some decent training in. So I could get Torchic up to level 6, and I think I will do that before I take May on. So I'll just stay in this grassland a little bit longer. I might as well because Wurmple should be in this grassland, although I'm not seeing any right now. Just Poochyena. Poochyenas are become one of the most useless Pokemon in the game. It's like, you know, level 18 it becomes Mightyena, and it's got a pretty cool sprite and a good move, Intimidate, but just Mightyena, it just never becomes any stronger. Alright, level 6. If I run into any more Pokemon in the wild, I'm just not even going to worry about them. A Huntail. Alright, so I'm going to heal up here. Now, it's a little bit weird because if I check my bag here, I've still got all the items that I had in the other region. So I'm like way stocked up already. And I'm not going to check my PC now, but at any time I could pull out... You know what? I know this is a last minute thing, but I'm going to go ahead and show you what the PC looks like right now. Check it out. These Pokemon are faded here. They will not listen to me right now. The only ones that will listen to me are the ones that are not faded. So, for instance, like Mr. Mime and Clefairy right here. So, you know, what I'm going to do is, just for the heck of it, I'm going to have Mr. Mime out right now because he could prove useful early in the game. But, again, he's more of a decoy Pokemon than anything. It's not like I'm going to really be keeping him for an extended period of time. Whoops. I'm sorry, I apologize. I need to go back and talk to this guy and get a free potion off of him. I know, I'm a freeloader. Look at this, making me walk on top of his head. Alright, so here you go, promotional item, potion. Okay, so the only time I'm probably going to need this potion is when I battle May. Because I am using Torchic, and you may notice the difference from, you know, Emerald in this game, because it is using Emerald. In this game, I already know Ember is my level 5 move, so chances are she's going to have her Mudkip know Water Gun, although it might not. I don't know exactly if that's true or not, but it's better to be on the safe side. I guess I'll find out. Hey, kitty, don't do that. My kitty's scratching the wall. Okay. Oh, hi, Valtor. Since we're here, let's have a quick battle. So this isn't going to be like the battle with Gary. I still like how I lost him and said, this will be the only time I lose in the game. And then like 1 minute later, I lose to a level 4 Rattata. I don't know, maybe I'll post that later. I don't know, maybe I've already posted it. Okay, it looks like it doesn't know a water type move, so I might not even have to use a potion here. I might be alright. Because I'm faster and I go first, so even though Mudkip's like bulkier, it should be alright. Ah, critical hit. Okay, I didn't need that, but I'll take it. Okay, so Torchic is now level 7. And this is when I probably would have learned Ember if this had been the normal game. Okay, the Pokemon already likes you. Maybe you may be able to befriend any Pokemon with these. So, unlike the other game, this game doesn't try to delude you or anything. It's like, you know, take the Pokemon League challenge. You know, why not? Okay, I'm here. Let's hurry home. And it's a straight line. I can just go directly downwards. And I know I could heal my Pokemon in the center, but, you know, I'm just going to do that when I get back there anyway. I don't think it's worth the quick stop. So straight line just directly to the Pokemon Center here. Alright. Let me check my bag real quickly. I want to see how many Pokeballs I have. Okay, still got 15 and 1. I think May's going to give me 5 more free ones. Okay, May has an extensive history. I think he should have this Pokédex. So now I've got a Hoenn Pokédex. Alright. Oh wow, you got a Pokédex. Here, I got something for you too. Okay, so I got 20 Pokeballs now. And this is the region where, you know, I start catching Pokemon for real. You may have noticed, like, the first part of the game how I was hesitant to catch stuff, but... yeah, hi, Mom. Okay, what an adorable Pokemon. Alright, if you're going on an adventure, wear these running shoes. Anyway, they just provide a lot more Pokemon right off the get-go that I can't get in later on parts. I mean, I can, it's just they're evolved by then. It's like, I think this is one of the only areas where you can get, like, the low-level Poochyena, so... You know what? I'll give it a sporting chance. I'll hit it with a scratch, and if it survives, I'll catch it in a Pokeball, just so I can say that I've got a Poochyena in the Pokédex. I wouldn't use it for anything else except for Pokédex data. Alright, Modest. Man, I'm getting a lot of Modest Pokemon. Huh. Alright, it actually seems like fairly decent IVs, but the nature just kind of sucks, so I'm not gonna really bother with that. Anyway, I plan to stay in this region for a long time. I'm probably not going to leave until I've got 5 badges. Because this is like the first of 2 interludes. Like, I'm going to be leaving here once I've got my 5th badge and then coming back, but, you know, once I come back the second time, I plan on just beating this place. Okay, fine, whatever. And it's really nice because it's like, in the first game, in Fire Red, and in this game, Emerald, it's like, when you're ready to face, by the time you get to the 6th or 7th gym, and by the time you face the Elite Four, you're really not ready just yet. You have to get a lot of grinding in ahead of time. But if you continue to go back and forth between the regions, all of a sudden you don't need to really grind anymore because you've just been facing all these Pokemon trainers all throughout the region that it just kind of works itself out and you don't have to do extra stuff. So it's actually really convenient. Okay. And I think this guy's a Bug-type trainer. Yeah, of course he is. What am I saying? Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is just as before, I have to face a bunch of trainers. I'll come back when I'm done with them. Okay, I'm back now, and Torchic just learned Sand Attack, although that's really nothing great. Alright, finished fighting these trainers here. So now, I'm just going to wander these grasslands for a little bit. Let's see here. The reason I'm hanging around here is Ralts is here. And normally I wouldn't care that much because I've already got my Psychic type now, so, you know, what am I going to do with another one? But Ralts, this is the only place that you can catch it, so I might as well look around for it at least. Alright, maybe not this grassland, I'll just try right here. I'm right next to the next town here, so whatever Pokemon I see along the way, I'll just catch, you know, to move the thing along. Here's Zigzagoon. Now, when I started playing Emerald or Ruby the first time, I thought that Zigzagoon was just another, you know, Rattata of the region, just like Sentret was in the second generation. But it actually turns out Zigzagoon is a big HM slave. You can use it for nothing but. Relax. Okay, it's not that great, but I'm not going to be using it for great things anyway. It can learn Surf, it can learn Cut, it can learn Strength. You know, it's just good for putting stuff on. And I think I'm just going to be using it very briefly for Surf and not keeping it. But, hey, it's good Pokédex data. Okay, another Zigzagoon. Great. I don't want to get another one. I'm afraid to get Torchic too strong because if it becomes level 11, chances are it might knock out a Ralts in one hit. And I don't want that. Ralts is kind of like, I don't know, like the Clefairy of this region. Because you can find it in this one place. And it grows up to be a pretty good Pokemon, although, you know, it's not the greatest one. Okay, a Surskit. I wasn't expecting that. Oh yeah, it's still night out, by the way. Okay, Scratch. Will this kill it in one hit? Okay, it didn't. I guess I'll go ahead and catch it, but Surskit's like a really weak Pokemon. I'm just not going to worry about it. Bag. Pokeball. Okay, got a Surskit now. Yeah, by the time I get back to the Kanto region, I'm going to have a lot more Pokemon in my decks. So chances are, when I come across the guy who says, you know, I'll give you an EXP share if you have 50 Pokemon in your decks, I can say, yep, I've got it. Hey, there, look at that. There's Ralts. Excellent. And it's a female one. Yes! Okay. I gotta be careful and not kill it in one hit, so I'm gonna just play on the safe side and use Growl so that it can use Growl on me once. And then that way when I scratch it, unless I get a critical hit, I won't knock it out. Please don't get a critical hit. Whew, okay. I may not have knocked it out anyway with that first scratch there, but I'm glad I didn't take any chances here. So let's use a Pokeball. Okay, Pokeball caught it. Let's see what kind of Ralts we're looking at. Docile and neutral nature. Let's see. Hit point IV is not the greatest. It's got high attack, which isn't that good. Pretty high special attack, a very high special defense. This is actually a nice Ralts right here. I'm almost tempted to train it, but then again, I already have an Alakazam, so you know what? Maybe like later on in the game, afterwards, I'll train it with an experience share if I feel like it. But just for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and box it in the PC.